Hello guys, long time no see. I know it's been a while and lots have changed since I actually did the last video. So I'm just gonna jump right into it and get started. So with lots of time to think and basically kind of throw around the idea of this super mom layout, aka the dashboard layout, which it in theory would work out really good for me. I thought, you know, hey, I'll be able to mark what bills I have to pay, if I have to go shopping, errands. And then as I'm planning, as some of you guys might have seen in, I'm trying to go back to an old spread, I never used those sections for what they were used for. I basically just used them. I mean, I wrote them down, but I didn't do like a to call or anything like that because I didn't have anybody to call. I always marked out the errand section. I rarely used the to buy section, and I always just decorated this focus section. And I noticed that a lot of, if I wanted to try to decorate anything on the actual date side, it was very difficult to write and decorate at the same time. Another big thing was being able to use box stickers. As you know, a lot of the Happy Planner, and when I say box stickers, I mean these, like the ones that are meant to go in the vertical. It is impossible to use these on the date side. So while I thought, you know, franking planning this would be really nice, and I love the monthly layout, I really do, because I really don't use the monthly layout, so I always just decorated it. And of course, I had frankenplanned the Supermom layout with the squad goals. I loved it. I thought it was a good combination because I would have my dashboard layout, and then I would have like the dividers, and the monthly would be squad goals. But as you can see, I have not planned a single week in the month of December. And it is mostly because I have lost my, I guess it's my ambition to decorate these, because I feel like I'm very limited. While this side, I do have a lot of free space, but because it's very boxy and it's, I don't know, I just found it very limiting. And so with that being said, this book is no more. For 2019, I will no longer be using this. I'm going to break this down, keep the insides, the cover, the disc, and just keep it kind of around as an extra, in case I do want to go back to a layout like this in the future. But until then, it's going bye-bye. I am putting it to the side. I'm not going to do anything else with that one. I'm just pretty much going to put that in my storage, and that puts us at my 2019 lineup. So, currently I will be using 4 planners for my 2019. These are just notebooks. This is my Christmas 2018 notebook that I am still working on, of course. So I'm working on this. This is going to be kind of like a memory keeper, and I'm going to have all, because I still have to do my Christmas cards. It is the 20th, and at this point, my Christmas cards probably will not get to the people by Christmas, but it's the thought that matters, right, guys? But I have all of the information for my friends, family, who live far away or can't, I can't just hand deliver it to them. So I have all that information in here, and I have some cards that I received from my grandmother and my friend Alex. And then we do live close to Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg, and my mother-in-law and father-in-law actually treated us to go see the Christmas show at the Smoky Mountain Opry And nice surprise, Chris Blue, who was the winner of The Voice, I think it was season 12. Oh, well, it says it right there. Season 12. He was the winner, and that boy has some vocals on him. If you ever get a chance to go check out this show, I highly recommend it. I think it goes to like the first week of January. And I've also heard that the other shows that they have available, like the Hatfield and McCoy and those sorts of shows, are very, very fun. And just in case you guys are wondering, I don't like to stamp these kinds of things. This is kind of like a scrapbooking. I also have my tickets over here that I'm going to put in here. But I don't want to stamp these or do the actual punch. So I have some of the snap-in covers. This is the self-adhesive from the Happy Planner. I'm actually getting low on them. I found these at my local Joann store, and it was actually the Daydreamer from last year's Supergirl line. So I'm gonna have to find more of those. The only thing is I have found them on the website for the Happy Planner. But, and they're super cheap on there. I think they're like $4.99, $3.99, something like that. But I can't bring myself to pay $8 shipping for a little packet of snap-in covers. So hopefully I can find those at the store. Totally got sidetracked. That's just a side thing. But this is my Christmas, there is a video, of course, on my channel of how I made this. And it's got the Christmas extension pack in it. And, as you guys can see, the cover has kind of lost some of its sticky, so I had to end up putting tape on it. I know it looks kind of raggedy, but I didn't really have a choice because it was starting to fall apart. But anyways, that's a side note. These are just notebooks that I will be using. That's for the rest of the year. This one, I haven't really talked about this one as much on my YouTube channel, but I have some posts from this notebook in my Instagram, which if you guys want to follow, it's instagram.com/happyplanningpanda. I'll link it down in the description below. But this is what I call my home notebook. Basically, I have a little snap-in cover pocket thing that I got from the Joann Mega Accessory Pack. And basically what I have done is, these are just, it's a home notebook. So I have labeled this home. These are, I cannot remember the brand. I ended up getting them on clearance at Hobby Lobby, but they have all types of labels. They are clear back labels, and I can actually pull them out here for you guys. Once again, this video is probably going to be pretty long. I'm sorry, I do apologize. I'm just wanting to go over basically what I'm going to be using in 2019. But basically, this is how they look. These are clear, so I'm just putting it on the white background to kind of help see that. But it's a majority of like things that you might need to label. You know, call, business, home, projects, memories, pets. I mean, there's all sorts of things in there, and I just keep them in there. And then I've created some pages. Don't judge me. I have not done my to watch section. That's going to be an area where I put what series and movies I would like to watch. And then once I watch them, I mark them off. And then I have a little page here that I made for our baby Turbo. Oh, and there's a little sticky note. And then I have a birthday section, a place where I have stuff for my car. I need to block that out so you guys don't have my VIN number. But I just basically just make these pages, and you know, we are car people. Me and my husband both. This is my car. I actually have a photo of it right here. This is my car. I have a 2017 Ford Focus ST, which basically means it is a Ford Focus on steroids. It has a turbo, and I don't know if you guys even care about this, but it's my baby, and it's one of my dream cars that I've always wanted, and I finally got it in November of last year. So we do have modifications, and I just haven't listed anything here. This is the little wish list that I've done for my car, and just some extra pages. And then I have a chores section, which I haven't completed yet. Holidays for when I'm off from work. Luckily, I am very thankful that I have a job that gives paid holidays. And most of the time for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, we actually get 2 days. So that's really good to have. And so you know which days you're going to be off. And then I have a family information tab, which I'm going to be putting all of my, basically my parents, my husband's parents, like address, phone number. It's kind of like in case of emergency, in case we ever need to get a hold of them. And then I do have a section back here that will be for projects. And that can be projects around the house, projects that I would like to do with my photography, because I am a photographer on the side. It could just be different things. And I have some of the Happy Planner project / goal sheets in here. And then I do have an empty section in the back that just has some extra pages back here that I haven't really decided on what I'm going to be using that for. So that is something that you guys might see. If you guys would like to see me doing more pages in this book, please let me know in the comments below. I will gladly work with this notebook. I do a lot of this just on the private side, just because I don't know if people are going to be interested or not. So if you are interested, definitely leave me a comment, and that way I know that I can do some more of these on my channel. And then the last one is going to be, I actually bought this to be a student planner. Well, the cover and the disc and everything that came from the student line last year. But even though I'm a student, I never use my student planner. That being said, I've actually turned this into, since it does have the Wander Wonder Repeat cover, I'm going to be turning this into my travel. It's not a travel's notebook, because I know those are the little notebooks, but it's going to be basically like places that I would like to go and what I would like to do when I go there. So like there's lots of places that I would like to visit, both here in the United States and, you know, overseas. So this is going to be something I'm just going to be working on. It's something I've wanted to do for a while now. And so this is going to be something I'm going to be working on in 2019 as well. And I'm going to start doing travel pages for each city that I would like to go to, any countries I would like to go to, etc. And so that's just going to be something else I'm going to be working on in 2019. But those are basically just the notebooks I'm going to be using. It's not an actual planner. It's not anything like that. It's just extras that I'm going to have. So let's get into the planners I'm going to be using. Technically, it's 3 official Happy Planners and 1 planner that I made with Happy Planner stuff. So I have decided that this year I'm going to be doing my catch-all planner in the 2019 Boho Tones, or I don't know if that's what it's called. I know that used to be what it was called in 2018, but 2019 is still the Boho Tone. It's the Moonchild, the Free Spirit one. That's the one I'm going to be using for my catch-all. This is the one that I made. I have the extension pack. It's the budget extension pack. I do have a total of 12 months in here. So it's going to be a full planner. But what I have actually done is, you remember that the student notebook or planner that I ended up not using, what I did is, instead of using the regular just plain budget dividers, I've kind of Franken-planned it, and I've put the dividers, but everything else is still the same. It's still the bill checklist, the expense trackers, etc. It just has the student edition dividers. So, sorry guys, my throat got a little dry. So that's what this is going to be used for. And I had the Squad Goals cover still. So, I just put with the alphabet sticker, I put budget planner 2018 to 2019. So that's what I'm going to be using for my budget. Mostly because I just like the monthly layouts, and then I can have my expense trackers and bill pays list just right behind it. It's very simple, it works for me. I'm a very visual person. I like to be able to see my whole month at a glance when it comes to bills, because I get paid bi-weekly. Luckily, my husband does get paid weekly, but some payments I have to wait for my check, or sometimes I have to wait for his check. It just really depends on when that bill falls. So being able to see it, okay, I get paid on this day, this bill is due this day, I need to pay it out this check or this check. It may be hard to explain, and some may get it, some understand what I mean. But that, with the, going back to the Supermom and why that didn't work for me, is the bill to pay was just for that week. And while that works with some bills, there would be times that, because I would have to pull something out of my check instead of my husband's check, and have to pay it the following week, I was forgetting about, because it wasn't there in my line of view, if that makes sense. Sorry guys, don't mean to cough on you. Okay, back to my planners. This, I know that most of the memory keeping books are all the big size, but I'm gonna spice it up this year. I'm actually gonna be using this Daily Details in the classic size as my memory planner. So I love this one because it's seasonal. So I thought it would be great to have it for my memory planner. And I do have the Canon selfie printer, so I can print my images at a smaller size to fit into these smaller boxes. And I did have a problem also with my pictures not fitting in the big planner. There was always a gap at the bottom or at the top or sometimes on the side. So I'm hoping this will actually help this year. So I will be using this as my memory planner. I'm definitely going to keep this handy. But last but not least, this is the Healthy Hero Planner on the metal turquoise disc. This is going to be my health and wellness. I never had one of these before, so I'm hoping this actually helps me to stay on track, keep my water intake up, keep my myself kind of, I don't want to say accountable, but maybe that is the word I'm looking for, accountable, to actually go walk. Or I don't really exercise a lot, but it might be a good idea to maybe not go join a gym, because it's kind of hard to work that into your schedule sometimes. But maybe just to have a few things here at the house that, you know, on my lunch break, because I do work from home, I can go and pick up and exercise, or you know, just little things. And a big thing also is on the wellness side. Sometimes I find myself, I'm so stressed that my mood starts being affected, and it starts affecting my everyday life. So that's something I would like to keep track of. I like to keep that in line with, you know, maybe it's something to do with the weather. You know, like today, it's very rainy and gloomy here. But I've noticed that it makes me extra tired. It makes me extra sleepy. Everything hurts. So that, you know, it's just little things like that that I would like to track. And I think this is going to be perfect for that. So it's going to be, you know, keeping me accountable for doing my actions and doing my actual, trying to improve myself. Now I may actually switch this up, and I may not, you know, do a log for food. I may change that to the mood section. I haven't actually figured out the whole layout yet, and I need to, because it's coming down to the wire where it's going to be 2019 before we blink and know it. So that's something else that I'm going to be using. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I will have a second video coming up super soon. Maybe I'll even do it today, because these are, I'm not going to have 4 planners, guys. It's almost impossible to keep up with 4 planners. I've done it before, and it doesn't usually do well. So there is this little thing going around on the Planner Society kind of Facebooks and Instagrams, and a lot of planner babes are doing this, and I thought, hey, I might as well join the bandwagon because I think it actually would be a good idea. So, this stack is going to be a transformer planner. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to be transforming this into the one transformer planner that will basically combine all of these. I'm going to probably take 3 months from each planner, put them into one planner, and I have expander disc here. I decided to go with turquoise, and they are the expander size, so they're extra big. So that's what I'm going to be doing in my next video. I'm going to be putting all of these into one and storing the rest of them on their disc. And if you don't know what a Transformers planner is, stay tuned. I will have kind of like a explanation. I'm definitely not the person who came up with this idea. I saw a few planner babes on Instagram doing it, and Heather Kell from Kell of a Plan actually just put up 2 videos, I think this last week, of explaining what a transformer planner is, and she is actually going to be doing a transformer planner as well. So she has put her own, I think she did 3 planners. I think she did her work, her social media. No, she did 4. So she did her catch-all, her social media, her business, which is she has a clothing business, and I think she did a face in her face planner. So she has 4 as well on a transformer platform. So stay tuned for that. I will definitely be doing a video. Like I said, I might do it now. I have extra time, so I may go ahead and do that and put these videos up together. But that is going to be my 2019 lineup. As of now, let me put the little asterisk there. As of right now, as you know, they always release new planners, and that always rocks the boat. I've yet to complete a full planner. Of course, I've only been planning for a total of about 6 months, or no, 9 months now. So I wouldn't have been able to finish a whole year planner anyways, but that's besides the point. I have flip-flopped planners, and I'm surprised my husband is still my husband. I'm surprised he has not divorced me yet. Joking, of course, but he does give me a hard time about my planner stuff. But hopefully that will, this as a transformer planner, hopefully this will keep me focused, and I will actually finish out all of these planners for a whole year without switching. Of course, they're always going to come out with more stuff that we love, but we'll see how that goes. But that's it for today, guys. Or, well, I may have that Transformer planner video coming up real soon. I may post them up together, like I said. So stay tuned for it. It will be coming. I know some of you guys may be interested in what a Transformer planner is, or you may not be familiar with it. So I will definitely be describing it and filling everything out and putting it all on one set of disc. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future content from me. Hit that bell button so you are notified every time I do upload, which will, I always say it in every video, hopefully will be more often. Now that I am feeling back into the spirit of things, I guess, hopefully I will be, you know, more active and doing more plan with me's and stuff like that. So definitely hit that bell button so you don't miss anything, and hit that big thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.